Alrighty, everybody. What's going on? How you doing? As got another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream for you. This is the final one of April. Guardians, to say the least, had a month to forget. Yeah. It started off really good. They beat Seattle. They went to Oakland, beat them a little bit, faced Seattle again, had a series against them, and then they hit this stretch of games where they faced some horrible teams, some mid to horrible teams. They literally say this: they were able to avoid getting swept. That's a good thing. They didn't get swept. You know that's good. It would have been even worse if we got swept. But yeah, we're entering month of May. 13-15, not great. And when you look at what went down in this Red Sox series, it's typical Red Sox series for us. That ballpark is such a meme. For those who may not understand, I don't like that ballpark at all. It's a meme. I don't like it. It's a derpy ballpark. The dimensions are just comedy. You have an insanely short left field, which of course you have the wall, you know, you have the monster. And then right field is literally just a gaping hole. Like it's massive. But to make things even worse over there, you have the pesky pole. Then you got, you know, the walls that barely come up to your knees. Okay, why is the YouTube studio continuing to act up? I swear, dude, I freaking hate YouTube studio. I really do. But anyways, what's worse? My internet right now because it's raining or the Guardians? Guardians are like my internet is doing its best Guardians impression right now. Still going, so that tells me I'm still rolling, but you're probably not going to hear what I got to say. But anyways, let's get into these three games against Boston. And, first game of the series, we had the Beebs on the mound, and usually with the Beebs, if you get them a certain amount of runs, you're in good shape. Well, in this one, we started them off with a 2-run lead. We were looking great, as the scoring was started by Josh Naylor with a sac fly, and then Josh Bell with another double. Josh Bell, Josh Bell. And there was 2-0 right off the bat. And then, literally, and then top of the second, Miles Straw singled in a run, made it 3-0. And then Kike Hernandez gave the Red Sox their first run of the game, made it 3-1. And then Big Z, Mike Zunino homered. Yeah. It's only his second home run of the year. And he made it 4-1. And then Verdugo grounded out, scoring a run, made it 4. Wrapped it around there a little bit and made it 5-2, and that was all we needed. Now, as far as how the pitchers did, we had Shane Bieber, they had Nick Pivetta. Pivetta gave them 5 solid innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, and a home run. So overall, not a horrible outing for Pivetta, but we got to him when we needed to. And then Bieber, 7 innings, probably his best start innings wise of the year so far. 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Yeah, that was definitely a good old I almost said Justin, a good old Shane Bieber outing. You love to see that out of him. You really, really do. You need to see it out of him because when he's doing that, then I think he might be back. He might actually be back. I mean, we'll give him a couple outings to, start cooking again. And if we get into September and he's doing this kind of stuff, he's like, yeah, he might be back. Now, the old Shane Bieber, pumping 95 and making you look dumb. You're going to get one of those things. You're not going to get the pumping 95, but he's going to make you look dumb. He's turned into like Corey Kluber. He'll barely hit like 93 miles per hour because that shoulder injury messed him completely up from a couple years ago. But he'll make that ball dance. But yeah, he's still solid. Now, some people may wonder, Crazy Dog, do you think the Guardians will extend him? I don't think so. I don't think so. But if I'm the Guardians, I don't want to wait too long to trade him because if you wait, you're not going to get nothing for him. And with the way he's pitching, he has like a shelf life, you know. And yeah, he ain't the same. That shoulder injury messed him up. He can't even cross 95 miles per hour. He's like those he's like a stock car with an inhibitor chip in him. Or a restrictor plate. Yeah. Well, it's like a chip or something and no, he doesn't really have a chip, but like it's like a restrictor. He can't go he can't throw faster than like 93, I think. I wish I could look and see the fastest pitch he's thrown this year. Because it hasn't been that much. It hasn't been that high, that fast. But he did good enough for us. We got him run support. And yeah, when you get him run support, you're in good shape. So Bieber gets his second win of the year. It took him almost a month to get it. It's freaking crazy. 2-1 on the year for Bieber, 3.11 ERA. Pavetta's 1-2 with a 5.11 ERA. So how about that? Bieber's a full 2 points ahead of Pavetta, lower than Pavetta. And then Clase nailed down his 9th save of the year. And speaking of guys who haven't been able to do what I thought they could do, Clase hasn't hit 100 yet. I used to refer to him as the man who throws 100-mile-per-hour cutters. I think the fastest he's gone is like 99. Yo, is this pitch clock ruining Clase? Like, damn, I think he doesn't want to wear out his arm, so he doesn't go as hard. That's probably what it is. He's still nasty, but he's looking just like any normal pitcher. 100-mile-per-hour cutters are disgusting. And he has not been able to hit 100 miles per hour all year. That's concerning. I thought maybe he'd be hurt, but I think it's just the pitch clock. Because you don't want to try to just keep whipping out 100 because you're going to wear your arm out with how quickly you have to pitch. Oh well. As long as he's still, getting people out, it doesn't matter. So we win the first game of the series. And I knew, okay, we take this one, we're in good shape. Because guess who we had the mound yesterday? We had on the mound Zach Plazak. Remember, Zach Plazak, once upon a time, made his debut. Yeah, once upon a time, he actually made his debut in Boston. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now you're all right, but he didn't do good. Like he was all right, to say the least. He could have been much worse. Actually, no, he was actually pretty bad. Today, I'll get into him in a second. Bello? Well, I don't know how you say his name. It's like BJ Ryan Bello or something like that for the Red Sox. He started it off 5 and Bruins. Yeah. Best team ever really lost in the first round. That's tough. But Bello, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 6 Ks, and a home run for the Red Sox. And on the Guardians side, Plazak wasn't any better. 3 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 home run. He has a ERA that's barely below 8 at this point. Absolutely garbage. Why do we keep letting him pitch? Like, seriously, why do we keep letting this loser pitch? He's not good. Freaking put him in the bullpen. Or better yet, send him to Korea or something. Send him to some like small farm league in the middle of nowhere. Send him to like some beer league in Montana or something. I don't know. Just get him out of here. He's a bum. But anyways, the Guardians struck first. Yeah, they actually scored first. No, I'm sorry. No, they scored first. 3-1 lead, or 3-0 lead, excuse me, for Devers, which was good for fantasy, but not good for Zach Plazak. So Devers 3-run blast, and then we responded with a Josh Bell dinger, and then they popped back with it in the bottom of the fourth. That was in the top of the second. Bottom of the fourth, Emmanuel Valdez RBI double, and then Arroyo RBI single made it 5-1. Hunter Wong stole second, as there was a throwing error because, of course, made it 6-1. And then Andres Jimenez, top 7, hit a dinger. Made it 6-2. And as just like that White Sox game last year, his home run sparked the comeback as Josh Naylor doubled, made it 6-5, a 3-run double for Josh. And then top of the ninth, Jose Ramirez tied the game. We actually had a chance to take the lead a couple times, in that inning or whatever. It didn't really work out. But then we go to the extra innings as we were able to shut them down in the bottom of the ninth. Top of the 10th, Zunino comes up big with an RBI single. And this dude has got to be the slowest runner I've ever seen. I know he's a catcher, but my goodness, I swear Hedges was faster than him. This dude was running all with all his might, and he was like he's running in place. It's so funny. But, as you know, in extra innings, you have the ghost runner, and it's always good to have a run, a lead bigger than 2 runs. Give yourself a little cushion. We couldn't do that. And all it took was a couple hits, and it was it. Christian Arroyo walked it off. No, I'm sorry. Arroyo tied it. And then Verdugo gave him the lead, gave him the win. Alex Verdugo, RBI single. That was it. So, yeah. Win goes to Bernardino, who's 1-0. No ERA. And then Clase is 1-2 with a 1.88 ERA. It's just very tough to work around, in extra innings nowadays, but it's tough. And then you get into today's game, and we're facing Chris Sale. We had the kid on the mound, LTA. And I'll be honest with you, LTA was nice. He was fantastic. He really was. 5 innings, 4 hits, 2-run baseball. He was good. 2 runs, 2 Ks, 2 walks, strikeouts for LTA. I love it. 2.45 ERA, and then the bullpen came in there, and they were butt cheeks, booty cheeks. They were like my internet crash. They're like the weather, garbage, ugly. Sandlin gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, and then Pettenfield, three. He had threes all across the board, pretty much 4 walks too. My God, field might be cooked, ladies and gentlemen. No. No. As far as the scoring goes in this game, uh, Verdugo got him on the board here, so he essentially, this was in the 5th inning. It was scoreless all the way through practically 5 innings, and it was a back and forth between Sale and LTA. But Verdugo got him on the board with an RBI 2-run single, and that was it. That's all they needed, really. Yeah. And then Ahmed got us on the board in the top 6 right after with an RBI single. Couldn't do anything after that. Connor Wong, 2-run home run. 2-run home run. Verdugo, home run. And then Arroyo again with a 2-run double. So, yeah, it was ugly. Just like the weather. Very ugly. Now, as far as Chris Sale, as usual, we made him look good. As we always do with, bum lefties. And 6th and a third, 3 hits, 1 run, 5 Ks, no homers. Schreiber only gave up a hit. After Schreiber, that was it. Blyer and Bernardino just shut us down. You can have that, man. This team is so up and down. I don't get it. Hopefully, the month of May gets us, some more success or whatever, but I know Red Sox fans are having fun here, but then we just saw their season ended. That's tough. But yeah, Guardians overall 13 and 15 through the first month or so of the season. Not fun at all. Florida won the Stanley Cup. No, they're not winning no Stanley Cup. Not yet, anyway. I think you just got mentioned by someone tweeting. What the heck? Guatemala's acrobatic non-gravitational women's video soccer? What are you even talking about, Rays? Our roster played like the bench warmers today. Yeah. I still do not understand the whole three catcher thing that we're doing. Like, two catchers is enough. Why do we have to have three? They say, oh, yeah, it helps us be more flexible with pinch hitting. Okay. Like they're acting like we still have to see pitchers hit. I don't get it. I don't get this whole method with Tito, but that's Tito for you. So looking at how the series went in the month, luckily had some really good highs and some really low lows. But I will say, at least we didn't lose 7 straight like we did last year. We just lost almost every series after like the first week of April. That's all. We literally did not win a series after that national series, which was like the second week of the month. It's freaking ridiculous. And then May is not going to be any easier. But now watch, now that we're facing good teams, we're probably going to really come out and maybe hopefully play well. But I'm asking an awful lot. I really am. But yeah, looking at tomorrow's game, it'll be Cal Quantrill, who's been the definition of mid this year. 1-2, 5.40 ERA, 15 Ks, going up against, I almost said Esteban. What? Domingo Herman. I don't know why I want to say Esteban. That's so weird. Right-hander, 2-2, 5.54 ERA, 33 strikeouts. And I believe we actually beat the Yankees the last time we faced Herman. And I believe it was Bieber who was on the mound when we did it. So Cal Quantrill, he's been very bad-ish. So I don't know what's going to happen here against the Yankees. But Higashioka has a home run off him with 2 RBIs. He's 2 for 2. And Kenner Falefa has an RBI on him. And other than that, nobody else has really been able to get him. And I don't know, is Judge out or something? I thought I remember Judge being out, but I know Stanton's out. So we don't got to really worry about him right now. Now, as far as against Herman, Ramirez has Zunino. Looking really good, and then it just fell apart because, shenanigans. And that was the game with all the shenanigans. We're screwed. But yeah, for this one, I don't know why stupid MLB Network keeps fluctuating. But Bieber 2-1, 3.11 ERA. Schmidt 0-3 with a 6.84. Has a home run with an RBI, and that's actually it for that. LeMahieu has an RBI on him overall, and Ahmed, of course, has wins May 5th. MLB Network's all trippy right now. I was gonna say it's only a 3-game series. That's right. Or whatever. It's asking enough. Hard to say. Except they're failing to beat the Bum Warriors.